Whew. One word. I would say philanthropic.
Amazing.
Community.
Committed.
Honorable.
Generous.
Mentors.
Joyful.
Loyal.
Kind.
Ranching.
Involved.
I grew up in Baker County. I was born in the old hospital in Baker City. My dad worked in the woods as he got to be a teenager and a young man. Then he went to work for the railroad during the World War II and got run over by a train in the switchyard one night and cut a leg off, so they fired him because he could no longer do his job. And so he came back to Baker County and bought the home ranch from his parents. And so I grew up there, went to college at Oregon State College. And the year I was a senior, they changed the name to Oregon State University. And so I was the first class to have Oregon State University on my diploma in that first class. And met Dottie there at Oregon State. I saw her, she was up visiting her brother who was in my class. She and her parents came up for a weekend. And I went through the cafeteria and I said, how'd that ugly sucker get such a good looking sister? So I circled around and came back and took another look. And so the next fall when she came as a freshman, well, I was waiting for her.
I was raised in Klamath Falls and went to school and met him. And back in those days, he graduated 2 years before me. He's much older than I am. You got married or you quit, one or the other. And so we got married. And he loves Baker County. I've moved him away 3 times. He's moved me back 4. And here we are.
Dottie was the mail lady. Her nickname was Dotty Miles per hour. She delivered the mail very quickly in Haines. They've been around this valley for a long time. They're excellent producers. They care very much about the land and about, you know, the next generations coming up into farming and ranching and encouraging younger folks to get involved, as well as they are very involved. When it comes to volunteering, I think they volunteer for just about everything in this community. So I would consider Myron and Dottie to be pillars of the community here.
I never remember not knowing Myron and Dottie. They're always around. They're always around the ranch. They were, you know, Myron AI'd or artificial inseminated our cows, and so he was always there helping out, and Myron and Dottie always pitched in when, as far as I can remember. I mean, they were just part of our operation and, you know, part of the community.
My wife and I moved back to North Powder here 10, 12 years ago, and you know, immediately we wanted to get our feet in the agriculture industry. We wanted to start a cow herd and stuff like that, and Myron and Dottie were really good mentors for us.
I often wonder what keeps my parents going. Sometimes I think it's just momentum. They care deeply about their community and the success of their friends and neighbors.
If there's one thing that I've been able to do both here on the ranch and for others is to help improve the genetics of our cattle. The progress we've made through AI and use of outstanding genetics has been just phenomenal, and I'd like to think that I've helped others to improve their cattle as well.
Myron and Dottie are great examples of this award. I think when you think about an award like this, you think not only what have they done for themselves, but what have they done for others, and they're leaders.
I just would say thank you to them for doing what they do. You know, they've encouraged me to start fostering youth of America into natural resources and farming and agriculture, and I would just have to thank them.
I'm really very moved that the Aglink board recognized and honored their commitment and contribution.
Always willing to give their time to the youth. They're at the ball games, they're at the community events, they're at the fairs, they're fixtures at the fair, and have been for a long, long time. And so I think that's the greatest thing is thanks for being willing to give a little time.
Thank you for the lessons that you taught us, for being able to have somebody that we could look up to and that we'd strive to be more like. They don't just say the things, they actually live it in their life, and that's what's, that's what has been special to us, is that we've been able to observe them and we've been able to try to be more like them.
We're very pleased with the progress we've made and hope that we have made an impact. I especially like when I can help young people get a start or help them with their projects. And so it's very, as I said before, it's very rewarding to be in the industry we're in and being able to not only help ourselves but help others. It's only been just a year or two ago, Dottie and I looked at each other and says, I think we made it. I really have no regrets. Every day I wake up is a great day. And just getting a little lazier in my old age, but don't get out as well as I should, but still enjoy every day.
I like to think that I'm a pioneer in women being involved in any occupation, because there's nothing that they do that we can't do too. And I did learn that you don't want to learn everything, because if you do, you have to do it. So I learned to run the stacker, but I'm sorry I did. I stacked all the straw, and that's a dirty job. And you need to know that you can do anything that you set your mind to.
This is the hat that I prig test in, and so you can see it's got an extra layer of coating on it. And
he has one of the original green jobs. He's green when he gets done.
Yes.